Welcome to Truth Uncovered. Today's message is not for the faint of heart. It's not for the man who wants to be comfortable, coddled, or protected from the truth. It's for the man who dares to face himself in the mirror. The man who knows that ignorance is not just a lack of knowledge. It's a choice, a habit, a slow poison that disguises itself as pride, ego, and stubbornness. There's a type of man who walks into every room and doesn't realize he's the fool everyone else sees. He repeats the same patterns. He fails in silence but speaks in arrogance. He masks incompetence with confidence. And worst of all, he's blind to his own stupidity. But today, we shine a light on the darkness. We reveal the patterns that silently destroy a man's life from within. And once you see the signs, you can never unsee them. This is not about IQ. This is not about education. This is about mental habits, about the way a man thinks, reacts, and lives. Let's uncover the 6 signs of a stupid man, and make sure you are not one of them. Sign number 1. He argues more than he listens. We've all seen this man. He enters a conversation not to learn, but to win. He debates to dominate. He twists logic. He raises his voice. He turns every disagreement into a war. Why? Because deep down he's insecure. He knows he's outmatched, outthought, and outclassed, so instead of absorbing wisdom, he tries to bury it under noise. The Stoics had a term for this: hubris, the destructive pride that blinds a man to the truth. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "It is impossible for a man to learn what he thinks he already knows." A stupid man doesn't want truth. He wants validation, and in seeking that, he exposes just how lost he truly is. Listening is not weakness, it's power. A man who listens, learns. A man who argues without understanding is just repeating the same ignorance louder. So ask yourself, when was the last time you truly listened without preparing your next reply? Sign number 2. He believes in luck more than discipline. He just got lucky. She was born rich. He's got good genes. The system is rigged. The stupid man loves to point fingers in every direction, except inward. He watches others succeed and invents stories to explain why it wasn't their effort, their persistence, or their discipline. Because if it was, then he'd have to face the truth. He's doing nothing. He creates a fantasy world where success is a lottery, where winners are just fortunate and losers like him, just victims of bad luck. But the wise man? He understands the harsh truth. Success is scheduled. Discipline is destiny. The more you show up, the luckier you get. Seneca said it best. Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. Discipline is the real lottery ticket, not scratch cards, not excuses. So, are you waiting for your lucky day, or are you making every day count? Sign number 3. He wastes his life fighting pointless battles. You'll see this man every day, arguing politics with strangers on social media, screaming about opinions that don't feed him, debating topics that will never move his life an inch forward. Why? Because he mistakes noise for purpose. He thinks being right is more important than being effective. He pours his limited energy into worthless wars because fighting gives him the illusion of power. But the Stoic man, he is strategic. He doesn't attend every argument he's invited to. He doesn't chase chaos. He selects his battles like a warrior preparing for victory. Marcus Aurelius reminded us, you could be good today, but instead you choose tomorrow. The stupid man wastes today on debates that feed his ego. The wise man invests his energy in building something meaningful. Ask yourself, are you fighting for results or just attention? Sign number 4. He thinks his emotions are more important than reality. The stupid man wakes up and lives like this. If I feel angry, I explode. If I feel offended, I attack. If I feel sad, I quit. His feelings are his gods, and he worships them blindly. But here's the brutal truth. Your feelings don't change the facts. The world doesn't bend to your emotions. You may be hurt, you may be tired, you may be scared, but reality doesn't care, and it shouldn't. The wise man, he acknowledges his feelings, but he doesn't obey them. He sees anger and pauses. He sees fear and evaluates. He sees sadness and still moves forward. Epictetus once said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react that matters." The stupid man is a slave to his impulses. The wise man is their commander. So next time your emotions demand control, ask yourself, who's really running your life? Sign number 5. He repeats the same mistakes without learning. We all know a man who keeps falling into the same trap. He dates the same toxic type. He blows his money again and again. He trusts the wrong people. He makes the same poor choices and then says, "Man, I just have bad luck." No, you don't. You have bad patterns. And worse, you don't reflect on them. Stupid men repeat mistakes because it's easier than examining themselves. It takes courage to ask, what did I do wrong? How can I avoid this next time? What lesson am I missing? The wise man becomes a student of his own failures. He treats every loss as a classroom, every setback as feedback. He adjusts, he refines, he evolves. Because repeating a mistake isn't failure. It's a decision. The stupid man burns himself on the same flame, then complains about the fire. Don't be him. Study your scars. They're teachers in disguise. Sign number 6. He surrounds himself with other stupid people. Show me your circle and I'll show you your future. Stupid men build tribes of enablers. Losers, gossipers, time wasters, complainers. People who pull each other down like crabs in a bucket. Why? Because it's safe. There's no pressure to grow when everyone around you is shrinking. But here's the raw truth. You will never rise in a room full of anchors. The wise man seeks rooms where he's not the smartest. He surrounds himself with people who make him uncomfortable, in the best way. People who challenge his thinking, test his ego, and elevate his standards. Seneca said, "Associate with people who are likely to improve you." If your circle isn't forcing you to level up, it's dragging you down. So look around. Who are you becoming because of the people near you? Closing truth. Wake up before it's too late. These 6 signs aren't just casual flaws, they are fatal habits. Each one slowly dismantles a man's potential, piece by piece, day by day, until one morning he wakes up surrounded by regret, resentment, and unrealized dreams. The world is full of stupid men. Men who had every opportunity and wasted it. Not because they couldn't, but because they wouldn't. But you're here. You're watching. You're asking the hard questions. That means you've already separated yourself. So now the only thing left to do is act. Clean your circle. Discipline your mind. Listen more. Talk less. Control your emotions. Reflect on your losses. Build your discipline. And most of all, stay humble enough to learn, even from pain. Call to action, powerfully worded. If this video opened your eyes, even a little, then do something right now. Hit the like button, subscribe, not because I told you to, but because you owe it to yourself to stay in rooms that sharpen you. This is just the beginning. Welcome to Truth Uncovered, where we don't sugarcoat, we elevate. Until next time, stay sharp, stay disciplined, stay dangerous.